Thank you for the opportunity for me to presenting my paper titled The Effects of Planned Behavior Factors on the Researcher's Intention to Conduct Science Communication on Social Media. I'm starting with definition of science communication that define as appropriate use of skill, activities, media, and dialogue to generate responses from people to science. Also defined as a communication that makes science a part of everyday life. Social media has created new opportunities for open science, including communicating more interactively and sharing research data. Through social media, researchers can convey finding, research, and all matter related to their knowledge to the general public in a simple way to understand, lighter, and more enjoyable. Regarding the finding of their research, researchers also will get some feedback from the public or community. Based on the Hootsuite survey data, in this year, social media users in Indonesia reached 170 million people, or 61.8% of the Indonesian population. This condition becomes a potential chance for researchers to utilize social media as a tool to convey science to a broader community, regardless of scientific journal media. Predicting and understanding researchers' intention in science communication activities through social media has led theoretically motivated research. But this research will investigate whether the planned behavior factors in the theory of planned behavior as attitude, subjective norm, perceived behavioral control, and additional factor as descriptive norm, moral norm, and time constraint can significantly predict the researcher's intention to participate in science communication on social media. The study using software Smart PLS version 3 for quantitative analysis. An original questionnaire was implemented following a simple random sampling design, a non-probabilistic sampling technique. The survey consists of a non-guide interview implemented online or by Google Forms open program. Following the research hypothesis, 25 questions were proposed as distributed using semantic differential 7-point scale. The questionnaire was implemented between 14th of April until the end of May in 2021, or this year, to test the survey respondent understanding of the question about science communication. The survey's target population was all the researchers on the Research Alliance program from the Ministry of Education and Culture Republic of Indonesia of 167 researchers of the 117 sample respondents. The researchers also distributed from 13 top universities in Indonesia. The respondent, as we see that from 117 respondents, most researchers is a male in a range of a majority age of 40 to 55 years old, and majority in the field of engineering, and 90% of the respondents have a social media account. The result of this study shows that the most significant factors affecting the researcher's intention to conduct science communication through social media are time constraint, perceived behavior control, and descriptive norm. Researchers' intention to communicate science through social media will be more effective if they are motivated by flexibility of time, high confidence from researchers to be able to create scientific content and interact directly with the public through social media, and significant other or researchers college doing science content creation activities through social media. Practically, based on the few findings, time constraints are the strongest predictor in influencing researchers to conduct science communication on social media. it shows that the assignment of researchers at universities is more than doing research. Teaching can also be time-consuming, and it will decrease the motivation of research to conduct science communication on social media. Research at 3 European universities shows that involving pedagogists in designing online learning can improve technology, materials, and instructional design. However, their involvement will allow researchers to more focus on research, conveying the research findings on various media and to a broader public. Perceived behavioral control and descriptive norm also the factors that positively and significantly affect researchers' intention to conduct science communication that involving the public. So university as a home for researchers can create an atmosphere of science communication through social media by holding various training exercises to develop exciting science content. Better skill regarding this matter will make researchers more confident and more motivated to create science content. It also will encourage more researchers to develop science content through their social media account. Even more, it will encourage other researchers from other universities to also participate in this activity. In addition, based on this characteristic of sample in this study, researchers are dominated by age in the X generation range. They will adaptable with science communication on social media environment where the features of the generation are easy to adapt to technology. This research represents the first application of a theoretical framework for understanding researchers' intention, especially in Indonesia, to conduct science communication on social media. 3 factors were found to be important were perceived behavior control, descriptive norm, and time constraint. Contrary to expectation, factors such as attitude, subjective norm, and moral norm did not influence researchers' participation of intentions. This research showed that researchers who decided not to conduct science communication on social media is because of 1, they feel they lack the skill to take a part in science communication on social media. 2, they don't believe that their colleagues also participate in public engagement activities through social media. 3, they don't have enough time to do. These findings suggest a necessary intervention from a policymaker in the research institution and higher education to encourage researchers' participation in communicating science on social media. I think that's the end of my presentation. Thank you very much for your kind attention.